All right, let's dive into some serious World of Warcraft PvP strategy. Today, we're focusing on balanced Druid and how to absolutely crush it in single target damage. We're taking a deep dive into the methods of PvPXTV. They're a top-level player, streaming on Twitch, focusing on PvP roleplay as the character Vaeyn.
Oh yeah, PvPXTV. Their guides on their website are incredible.
We're talking cruel ambition level stuff here.
For sure, PvPXTV's got a very unique approach to balanced Druid. And their single target build. Oh, it's all about taking down individual opponents, maximum efficiency.
But where do we even begin with something like this?
Well, like with any good build, let's start with the foundation.
Talents.
Yeah, the talents PvPXTV uses are laser focused on maximizing that damage.
Right, and they're all about one-on-one encounters.
They even give you the talent loadout code right on their website. Easy import.
Super convenient. But what I find really interesting is how their talents actually create a very aggressive playstyle.
Oh, for sure.
There's one talent in particular that really stands out. The War Within. Oh yeah, I was just going to mention that one. It just screams relentless damage.
It does, doesn't it?
But we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the War Within a bit later. Right now, let's talk macros. PvPXTV streamlines their entire spell rotation with these things.
Absolutely. They've got 3 core macros.
Yeah.
And they're all about efficiency and adaptability.
Okay, but what makes them so special?
So instead of just like listing out basic spell sequences, each macro has a reset feature.
A reset.
Yeah. If intrigued.
So the first macro, it's all about generating astral power, right?
Right.
Has this function, reset 5.
Maiming.
Okay, so after 5 seconds of inactivity, the macro automatically resets back to the beginning of the spell sequence.
So no more accidentally messing up your rotation.
Exactly.
No more wasted button presses.
It's super efficient.
And it gets even better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell me more.
You can use modifier keys, like Alt, Control, or Shift, to cast specific spells within that sequence.
Oh, wow.
So much control.
Okay, that is slick.
So macro 1 sets you up with astral power.
Yep.
Then macro 2 is all about spending it.
You got it.
I like it.
So the default for macro 2 is Star Surge. Your big nuke.
Gotta love a good nuke.
But you can use modifiers to change it up. To Starfire, Moonfire, Sunfire.
So you've always got the right spell ready to go.
Always the right tool for the job.
Adaptability is key in PvP.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to macro number 3, the damage boost toolkit. I'm sensing a theme here with the whole reset thing.
Oh, you're catching on. Macro 3 has a reset 10 function, so resets after 10 seconds.
Okay, but what makes this one special?
This one, the Alt key.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tell me everything.
So when you hit Alt, it triggers a sequence of damage boosting spells.
Oh,
So you can just unleash these massive bursts of damage.
that sounds devastating.
It is.
It's perfect for PvPXTV's playstyle.
It really is. Though they do mention that you might need to adjust the macros a little based on your talents, you know.
Right.
And if you're not playing on an English client, you'll need to translate the spell names.
Good point. Always got to consider those localization differences.
They really think of everything.
It's a good sign that they include those little notes. They really want everyone to be able to use their strategies.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered talents, macros,
The building blocks.
but there's more, right? PvPXTV also recommends specific add-ons for PvP.
Right, but they don't give away all their secrets.
Gotta keep some mystery.
They want you to go to their website and their Twitch stream for the details.
Smart move.
It's a great way to get people engaged.
But they do say that these add-ons give you a serious edge. In battlegrounds, arenas, world PvP.
You know they've got to be good if they're keeping them a little secret.
That's what I'm thinking. But we'll get into those add-ons later. For now, let's talk about the mastermind behind all of this.
Same.
The balanced Druid with cruel ambition. What a name.
Right.
We know PvPXTV is all about roleplay, but how does Vaeyn's personality actually translate into their playstyle?
Well, Vaeyn is all about protecting Azeroth, you know, fighting evil.
A classic hero.
But their methods are anything but conventional.
Ooh.
Their ambition, their drive to rise to power, that's a huge part of how they approach PvP combat.
So it's not just a backstory element.
Got it all?
It actually affects how they play.
It's all connected.
And that cruel ambition detail.
Yeah.
It really paints a picture, doesn't it?
It does.
But here's a twist. PvPXTV has mentioned that Vaeyn doesn't want to wipe out everyone, just Azeroth's enemies.
That's interesting.
It makes you wonder, who are those enemies, really?
Right, who decides?
Now I'm really intrigued. I can't wait to hear more about Vaeyn and their story. But before we get too carried away, let's take a quick break and come back to those add-ons in part 2 of our deep dive.
Sounds good to me. Welcome back. So let's talk add-ons. These are the things that give PvPXTV a real edge in PvP. In battlegrounds, arenas, you name it.
Yeah, they're not giving away the exact add-ons they use, but they do stress how important add-ons are, especially for situational awareness, tracking enemies, and communication.
Oh, absolutely, especially in the chaos of a battleground. Having those extra bits of information can make all the difference.
It's like having a sixth sense, almost,
All right.
knowing what your opponent's going to do before they even do it.
Yeah, think about tracking enemy cooldowns, seeing through stealth, getting instant visual cues for enemy positions. Add-ons can do all of that.
It goes way beyond the basic in-game interface.
It does.
It's like the difference between using basic tools and having a specialized kit.
Master craftsman.
Exactly.
PvPXTV.